How are we all? Just replying to the messages that were in chat. 60 inches of snow. What on earth? It's ridiculous. That's like up to my shoulder. Oh my goodness. That's next level snow, that is. I'm sorry, as in the UK, cannot complain about having snow, and we have snow, and we have, like, I don't know, maybe a couple of inches. 60 inches. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. Anyway, right, where was I? So this is a live stream. Anybody watching the replays is a live stream. It will be chatty. If you don't like the chat, you can come and join us if you're able to, or you can skip through the bits you don't, where we chat, or you can wait, and there will be an edited version at some point, somewhere, sometime in a universe near us soon. Right, okay, and I also want to say a big massive thank you to all of my members. So at the moment I have one crafty sprinkle. It's only 99p a month, not very much at all, but it really helps the channel out. So if any of you can become a crafty sprinkle, please do. Please, 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 please. Then we have our bronze members. They pay a little bit more, but they get more perks. And then we have our silver members. Again, they pay a little bit more and they get more perks. So if you can come and help me out, that would be wonderful, because it does keep the channel going. And it means I can actually do it. Yeah, I can keep doing it. So yes, thank you for everybody. Yes, exactly, Yvette. For those wondering, 60 inches is about 1.5 meters. That is ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. That's just next level. Wow. And then there's Vicky with 32 degrees centigrade. So the the differences in, the world, basically. That's just crazy. Yes. Oh, I've got a cat. You're not leaving, are you, pussycat? No, good. Right. So hello to everybody I've missed so far. So hi to Inga. Sarah, you're just popping in to say hi. You're at a craft fair, so you can't stay. That's fine. You can catch the replay. Hi, Beth. Hi, Honeywell Crafts. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Anne. Hi, Anika. Hi, Louise. Hello, hello. You'd be up to your eyeballs in snow, Anne. Yeah, it would be up to my shoulder. I've just measured it. Just in that few seconds before we went live, I got a tape measure out and measured it, and that is ridiculous. Some people are having problems with my Pinterest board. They've asked me to do. Someone's asked me to do a little video of how you add stuff on the Pinterest board. If I get a chance, I will do a little, video short just on how to do it. But at the moment, everything's a bit mad. So, yeah. But I do have a Pinterest board. You can add pictures of things that you've made based off of my tutorials, and it's really nice to see everybody's makes, or things you've made using my papers. That's the other thing. So yeah, if you go on there, you have to request permission, and then I can go and approve you, and then you can go ahead and add your stuff on there. You can also join my Reddit community. You don't have to have the app. You can do it on your web browser, on PC, laptop, whatever. So there's the details there. There's also a link in the description below, which you can click on if you want to. Right, so we are going to be using, let me have a quick look at comments again. Hi, Aletta. Okay, so we are going to be using my Festive Soldiers paper kit. So this is this one. And this, oh, hello, hang on a second, rewind, there we go. So this is the Festive Soldiers. So this is available on my Etsy shop, and it's also available as a paper pad, as you can see here, on Amazon. This one's been very well cut up, so it's looking a bit shabby, which is why I've put it on the screen. So we're going to be using this kit. It comes with sentiments and ephemera in the back of it that I'd mount it onto card and then cut them out, and then you can use them on your makes. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So this is the one we're going to be doing today. Just let it roll through. It's a bit of a slow one, but I thought rather than having it on the quick video that flicks through so quickly you can't even, blink and you miss it, I thought I'd just put it on the slightly slower one. So yeah, so that's the one we're going to be doing today. And I will show you the card in a moment. So there's your little bonus pages that you get, and there you go. In fact, I think there's another there is actually another bonus page on the in the book itself. So I don't know if you'll be able to see on here, because I think I've probably used up quite a few of these. But the 8x8 has, yeah, I've used up quite a lot of them. The 8x8 has that sentiments, and then all of these bits for ephemera. There's some other bits as well, but obviously I've used them, and I'm going to use some more today. And the letter one is similar. Going forward, I'm going to be doing A4 size and 8.5 by 8.5. Yeah, so just going forward, just so you know, my paper pads will be A4. It just makes my work a bit less, because at the moment I've got A4 for my digital kits on Etsy, then I've got letter and 8.5 by 8.5 for Amazon, and it just means I've got to do like 3 lots, and it's a lot. Whereas if I go for an A4 pad and an 8.5 by 8.5, it just means that I've got 2 lots, and it just makes things a little bit easier. So that's what I'm going to be doing going forwards. Also, just to let you guys know, I've had a lot of people asking for the Cherry Blossom digital kit to come out as a pad. So what I've done, because there were certain things about the Cherry Blossom pad I wasn't completely happy with. So I thought, you know what, let's just rework the whole thing. So that's what I spent yesterday and the day before doing. So I have reworked the entire Cherry Blossom kit, and I've called it something slightly different. And that will be coming out either at the end of November or beginning of January. Not quite sure yet. Depends on proofs coming through, getting it, whatever. So that's in the works at the moment. So hold on to your chairs. We're going to be going for the Cherry Blossom soon. So that's a little request ticked off there. Right. Okay. So let's get into the card itself. So the card itself is a Slimline. So Shannon asked for some Slimline cards. So this is another Slimline card for you, Shannon. A Slimline Zig-Zag pocket fold card. So I'm going to make the one that I'm going to make today is going to be slightly different to the example I'm going to show you, but nevertheless. So this is the one. So this is my little fake gift card that I've got, just so I know what size it is. So your gift card goes in there, and then you open it up, and then you've got space to write. I wasn't completely happy with the way this turned out. I wish I'd put that at the back instead of sticking it on here, because it's just like a normal card. I want this piece to be free, so you actually have the zigzag. So we're going to make this one slightly different this time. I've got all the same pieces, but we are going to do it slightly differently. So yeah, so you'll see in a minute how we're going to do it. So obviously I'm using the Festive Soldiers kit. I've got all my bits here. Let me just move my papers out the way. So let me move these bits out the way. Let me grab my, I was about to say chopping board, but it's not, it's a scoring board. I don't know why I was about to say chopping board. Let me grab my chopping board, shall I? There we go. Right, so you're going to need a piece of basically A4, but it needs to be 8.25 by 11.25. So you could actually use a letter size and cut it down. So pretty much everybody can do it. So we're going to score this at 3 3/4 and at 7.5. Make sure I get that right in properly. And that is all of our scoring done. Right, and then what we're going to do is we are going to fold a mountain and then a valley. So we're going to go mountain here, like this, and then we're going to do a valley, like this. There we go. So that's your kind of like trifoldy type card. And then what we want to do is I'm going to grab a pencil and a ruler. Hi, Shelley. And then I'm going to measure up. So this does this at the moment. So on this edge here and on this edge here, I'm going to measure 3.5 inches. Okay, because I want that front bit to be square. If you want to go a bit less, you can. But I decided 3.5 was good because then you've got a nice little square. So 3.5 and 3.5, like that. Then we need to bring in our Stanley knife or cutting craft knife, whatever it is you have, and also a cutting mat. And we're going to cut, sorry if I keep turning things around, I don't know why I'm turning the mat around, I need to turn the card around. We are going to cut across between those two lines till we reach that first score line. So like that. And then we are going to cut from there up to here. So we're going to go across there like that. Okay, so that's your bit cut out. Like that. And then, because if you wanted to as well, you could just not do it as a gift card holder. So you end up with that. Okay, so that's what you end up with. And that's the shape I'm going for. Instead of sticking it down, we're still going to have a pocket, but I'm just not going to do it with the actual pocket being stuck down, as it were. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. This bit is extra, but this is going to help you. Well, it could help you with cutting out your pattern and your mat layers, potentially. So you are going to need in total 3 pieces of mat that are 3.5, 3.5, 3.25. Oh, hang on a second. I've done this too small, haven't I? This should have been 3 3/4. Okay, so this should have been 3 3/4. So all my 2 bits of paper, my bit of, oh, I've stuck it down as well. This is going to be too big now. Oh, that's right. Right, I'm going to get a new piece of card. Excuse me a second. Just bear with a second. We have a few technical difficulties. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that. Technical difficulties there. Yes, you didn't see anything. Nothing happened. Nothing to see, everybody. Nothing to see. Hello. Absolutely nothing to see. Oh dear me. You know the problem? The problem is that last night there was a live stream on, but because it was American live stream, I didn't do anything because it was American. Start that sentence again. Because it was an American live stream, it didn't start till midnight, and so that's very late. So I set my alarm, woke up an hour and a half later, got myself up, like woke up at midnight, but it was a 4-hour long live stream. So by 1 o'clock, I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm out now. I'm out because I'm tired and I've got a live stream tomorrow of myself to do. Right, so once you've got, so if this was an edited video, I'd be like, right, Louise, scrap that last bit. This is what you need to do. So for the person who is editing this, i.e. me, in the future Louise, when you get to this bit, okay, just stop. And then we're going to do 3, 2, 1, and we're going to do an action. Okay, so what you want to do is once you've scored at 3 3/4 and at 7.5, you are going to measure up from the bottom at 3 3/4 and along here at 3 3/4. Then you are going to cut along here like this. Here we go. And then we're going to cut from the top of that line up to the top of this line. Who wanted to dance? Yvette, you wanted to put it back on again? I can put it back on again. Don't you worry about that. Trust me, I'm sure this is not the first mistake we're going to make today. I can pretty much guarantee my brain is being propped up with caffeine at the moment. So yeah, good luck for the rest of the live stream. Okay, so there we go. So that's what I was saying. So you end up with this. So this is a square. It is, because it now measures 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Happy doodle days. Right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab, I won't have that way around, this piece here. So this is your mat. Oh, it's not stuck on straight. You can tell I was not awake when I did this either. Your mat is 3.5 by 3.5, and your pattern is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So instead of me just sticking that straight on like that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put tape around here. In fact, let's just do it. Oh, I really want it to go that way around, but it's all wonky donks. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's fine. Right, okay. You're back from your line dancing class, are you? Would you like some music, Shelley? Did you hear the music? Would you like some more? Right, okay. Where's my gift card gone? Here it is. Here's my gift card. So let's just, I'm going to take this, I'm going to turn it over, I'm going to put that in like that and just lay it on top. And then, oh yeah, that's fine. We're going to put red tape just on those 3 sides. And I'm going to leave that in place because I know that I'm going to end up putting it in the wrong place. So yeah. What are we making today? We're making a mess. That's what we're making a shambles. No, we are doing a Slimline Zig-Zag pocket fold card. I've now lost my... No, I haven't. I thought I'd lost my scissors, but I haven't. So that's good. We may have... You've missed the technical difficulty, so that's good. You missed the little dance, Ali. You missed the little dance, but don't worry. I'm sure it'll be back before we get to the end of the live stream. I'm sure we will be able to have another little jig at some point. I'm sure we will. So that's around there like that. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Don't worry. You're booked in for a Zumba? What a Zumba? Gosh. A Zumba class. Yes, I don't think I could do that. In fact, I know I couldn't. I've done Zumba before when I was a lot younger. And yeah, it's not my thing. Okay, so brain. Where did I put my pin? I think it's over here. Oh, is it over here? No, so it's out and about somewhere. Spot the pin. Anybody, can you spot the pin? Can anybody see my pin? Is it on the work? Is it on the desk anywhere? Can anybody see it? Anywhere? Oh, there it is. I found it. Right, so we're going to take off the backing on the red tape. You better buckle up for today. It's a simple card, but seriously, you better buckle up today because, yeah, my sleep pattern is not it right now. So we're going to take this and then we are going to stick this on the front here. I really hope that when I edit this, I can edit it okay. Otherwise, I'm just going to end up making it all over again, which is a possibility. So if when this card comes out as a proper tutorial, it's not what we're doing today, you'll know that my editing went up the spout and I was unable to because of the shambles that we had today. So, yes, there you go. Right, so that's that. Let me just turn my tablet so I can actually see people. So then your gift card should neatly stick in there. Now, no, it's not too bad. I could probably have done with putting another little line of tape just above it so it doesn't go quite so far in, but it's still there. It's not too bad. It's not going to completely disappear. So that's okay. And I quite like that because when they take it out, there's no, there's not really any evidence of the fact that there was a pocket there. It's a bit of a magic trick. So I quite like that being there. That's quite nice. So I'm going to take that off. Hi, Linda. Right, so now we need to go ahead and sort out our diagonals. Now, you know me, I'm not a big fan of diagonals. And on not a lot of sleep, we could be in for some more technical difficulties. Hopefully not, but we could be. So just hold on there. Right, so you need, in total, 3 pieces of mat that are 3.5 by 8 inches. Now, I have already, I've already made a bit of a mistake on this one, but it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So we have this piece here, and I've got, so in total, 3 pieces of 3.5 by 8 and 2 pieces of pattern that are 3.25 by 7.75. And I've just realized that, again, I've done something not quite right. So let me show you the card and I'll explain. So on this card, this is the card we're making, for those of you who've just joined us. So this one here, if you look on the inside, this was one full piece like this is of pattern paper. But then I decided I want to put a white piece in and I also want to have a bit of a border. So what I would suggest you do is for this back piece, you have one piece of pattern that is 3/4 by 4 3/8, which is your top section. And then you have your white card, which is 3.25 by 3.25. Okay, and if you do that, you'll then end up with a nice little border in between the top and the bottom pieces. Because I have not done that, and because I have stuck mine down already like a fool, because I was tired last night, that means I'm just going to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and stick this over the top. I need to cut it down, but what is wrong with my cutting out? I'm going to go ahead and just stick that straight on there because I don't really see how else I'm going to do it. So let's just cut this down so that it fits over the top of there. It just means I won't have a little border in between the two, but that is fine. It's just the way it is. Right, so let's just cut this down. More technical difficulties. Who wants a jig while I cut this down? Anybody want a jig? I think we want a jig. Are we ready, ladies? Grab your partners by the hands. I'm going to cut this down because I've done it wrong. So, technical difficulties are... And we're back. Right, so there we go. As I was saying, you need a nice piece of white card, and that's going to go at the bottom there. Okie dokie. So that's going to go at the bottom there. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. Apologies if you don't like the chaos. It sounds like a polka tune. Yeah, I don't even know what it is. Polka, it is sort of. 3, yeah, in it. Bound, skipped, exactly. Apologies for the shambles today. Normal service, I'm sure we'll resume next week. Well, can't guarantee it, but you know, we're in for a bit of a rough ride when it comes to live streams. So that is going to go there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to redo this card for the main tutorial because, yeah. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick that in the back there. So let's stick that down. I mean, it makes it all a bit more interesting, doesn't it? A bit more fun, I guess. But yeah. Let's plop this on here. Like that. And then let's stick this down on the back here. Like this. There we go. Right, okay, so that's that bit done. I'm not going to bother about the fact I haven't got a blue bit in between the two. It's fine. I mean, if you wanted to, you could actually make that a pocket and put your gift card in there. So there's lots of options. So the other two pieces that we had that were 3.5 by 8, so that's these two pieces here, we need to cut these down. So I'm going to need to cut this one down like that. And I think what I'm going to do is, I could probably measure it, but I just don't think, for me right now, measuring's not gonna work. So I'm going to get it into place, turn it over like that, draw along the back like that, and then we're going to cut that out, and then I'm going to use that as a template for the other piece as well. Right, let's cut this one out. In fact, sorry, so I've just drawn a line. So now what I want to do is I need to cut it just slightly lower than that line because I want my border. So where that line is where the top of your card is, but obviously you need a border. So you're going to need to cut just below it like that. So I've got a little border there on that one. So that I don't need. This piece I do need, and this should hopefully, let's just see, this should fit here nicely. Yes, it does. Wonderful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab this. I'm going to put the two like that, one the right way, one the other way around. So they're kind of back to back. Line them up along the bottom. This just makes your work a bit easier. And then we're going to draw a line up there like that. And this time we just cut exactly where the line is. Lots of people talking about the dancing. I mean, you know, we can jig again if you want to. I don't want to lose people, but we could. I quite like that little tune, actually. I quite like the little track. It made me chuckle when I did that. So then you end up with those two pieces. So for some reason I've got a bit of a mark on this, but that's fine because you're not going to see it. So then your two pieces of pattern, which I think I've already given you measurements for a couple of times, but I'm going to do it again. These are 3.25 by 7.75. So they're going to go on here. And what I'm going to do, I want to make sure, because I've got diagonal lines, but I want to make sure that my diagonal lines, if possible, oh, I can't, okay. I was going to say, I want to make sure they don't go the same way because this angle is not the same as this angle. So it's going to look off. But anyway, I've cut them the way I've cut them. So that's that. So that's fine. So what I'm going to do, I think, is turn this over. I'm going to lay this on top. So it's kind of like behind it, like that. And then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to lay this over the top and just bring it down slightly. I need to be careful because it's slidey, because I've put, as you can see, I've put tape all over the back. And the reason I've done that is because I didn't want to have to mess around putting tape on afterwards. So I'm going to just draw a line down here like that. And then let's put those two to one side. I'm going to cut this one. and then use this as a template for the other one. Now I do need to be careful here because I have got slippy slidey going on because of my tape. So I'm really going to press down, concentrate, and go at a moderate pace. There we go. This is extra. This one is good. And then what we want to do is do the same again. So we're going to lay that onto there like that. Lay it on. I'm going to put it on the top because I'm bold. And as you can see what I mean about the diagonals, it doesn't follow the same angle, the same angle. I was going to say trajectory, but I couldn't say it. So let's go ahead and cut down here. Again, I'm going to go relatively slowly because of the tape on the back. So those two pieces should now fit nicely. Okay, so let's just have a quick look at thingy bobs. Why can not look later? Okay, that is how my pokers always end in a fallen heap of laughter. Too busy to jig, preparing for craft show this Saturday. Oh, fantastic. Absolutely, Anne. Yes, no, that's tape. I went a bit crazy on the tape. It's because I'd normally use glue, but because I'm sticking it on Miri, I was like, we all know where that's going to end up, don't we? So I'd already taped them up. But look at those angles. Oh, yes. I mean, obviously, apart from... See, that's the way I wanted it to be. But that is actually going to be on the inside. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, well. Such is the life we lead. Right, so let's just go ahead and stick this down onto this piece of Miri. Here. Here we go. Stick this down. I've actually just got a whole load of glues from different glues, wet glues from DRK. So I'm going to do a little video about different kinds of glue and what's the best to use and which ones work, which ones don't. So stay tuned for that one. That will be coming soon. So I do get asked quite a lot about glue. And so I thought, oh, let's try some of the different ones from DRK because I don't really use, I tend to use the glue that I use and that's it. I don't tend to branch out. So I thought, well, let's have another go and see if we can have a bit of an explore, an adhesive exploral. Exploral? That's not a word. You know what I mean. For all those people who don't speak English, I apologise. I can't even speak English myself, and I am. So there you go. The joys of not enough sleep. Thanks for the angle tips. No problems. No problems. You can learn by my mistakes. Right. I know it is annoying when yes, what you said, Yvette. That is annoying. Oh my goodness. My brain. Right, let's stick this down. Let's stick this down. Okay, that's that one there, that one there, and that one there. And then these two on here. And then we just need to put them into place. Now I am going to use glue for this, wet glue, because of... Oh, did I? I think I was going to... yeah, okay. I think I was going to try and line my stripes up so that I had them the same way round as the one on the front, the little square. But I haven't managed to do that. But it's fine. No one's really going to notice. And if they do, then they shouldn't be receiving a nice card. That's what I say. You're too busy dancing. You didn't notice. Okay, that's good. Right, let's stick that on there. Like that. That's that one. So you see here, I've got a wide and then a small, a thin. I wanted this to be the same way up. But in the midst of everything, I haven't. But it's fine. It's really not that big an issue. We have bigger fish to fry than that. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and stick this one on. There we go. For those of you who like a bit of fun, I'm hoping next year to do a few little fun videos that are just a bit different to normal. So obviously there'll still be tutorials, but I'm just going to do some slightly different ones that I think might be a bit of fun. So if you like a bit of fun, stay tuned for those. Okay, so that's that there. So there's your 3 levels. So I think originally this was meant to go on the back, because I think I wanted to have stripe, then festive soldiers, and then stripe. But anyway, I've got what I've got, so it's fine. I'm going to put my little soldier there, and then my Merry Christmas I'm not going to put on here. I'm actually going to put it inside here, I think, because I didn't really mind. I didn't really like on this one. I didn't really like this being here, because it's too big and it kind of cuts off the angle. I don't know. What do we think? Do we think it should go here, or it should go on the inside? What do we think? There or inside? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and stick this down. Let me know in the chat which you prefer. If you prefer it to be on the outside or the inside, that's your choice. Nicole says on the front. Okie dokie. Anybody else? I think I know which one I prefer out of the 2 options, and I think everyone's going to go for the one that I prefer. Outside, 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 outside. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it might be the outside. It's just because on the other one I didn't really like the way it turned out. But I think it's just because I stuck the front down. Yeah. On the stripe the way you did it. Yeah. I think because this one's stuck down, I think that's what made it, for me, it just didn't make it look right. But I think because this is now free to do what it wants, then I think it'll be okay. Right, I stick Mr. Festive Soldier on the outside, like that. A little gift card goes in there, like that. And then we'll put this here, like that. And I'm going to stick him flat, I think. Oh, maybe pads. No, I might use some pads. I might use some pads because I'm going to be giving this by hand. This is a hand, given by hand type of a thing. I'm trying to hold it in place. I don't know why. Right. Ooh, back with the packaging. Let's stick one around here. And then we'll stick more on the back. So we want one on the top here. Is that right? Yes, one here and one below. One there. One below. And then we want one on the other side. And let's just put that there. It's going to be about here. There we go. Let's peel off our backing. There we are. There we go. Right. And then we just need to get this in and get it in straight. So where are we? There we are. About there, I reckon. Yeah. I think that's almost straight, possibly. Difficult with the diagonals to tell, but I think that's straight. So there we go. This actually was inspired by something I saw on Pinterest, but it's not the same. So the one I saw on Pinterest was I think it was like a A2 card size, I think. And this bit was stuck down, but it wasn't the full width of the card. It was slightly shorter. It was a bit different. It wasn't the same, but it gave me the idea. So there you go. So there you go. That is that thing looked like a frog when you were gluing it. What, this one here? Oh, it does look a bit like I can see why you would think frog. I can see the connection there. Yes, I can see that. Middle for diddle. Yes. That greeting is smaller, exactly, and I think that's what is going to help it. And also, I think because this is free, whereas that one's, because that's kind of a bit, it's not as zigzaggy. Like it is, but it's not. But anyway, you've got different options there. So different options that you can do. You can either, and yeah, so you can make that your pocket as well if you want to. You can put your pocket wherever you want, really. So you can put it on the inside of the door if you want to. You really could, but I quite like it being at the front. So there's your 2 little options. So there we go. Great little, nice little card. Relatively easy. It's just the angles that always get me. So yeah. You're off, are you, Sandra? The sound has gone. Oh gosh. Okay. Yes. Well, I'll see you next week then, Sandra. Cool. Excellent. Sorry about the technical difficulties we had. Yeah. Anybody want a jig again? Anybody want a jig? Last little jig before we go. Uh, dear me, it's one of them lives, isn't it? It's a car crash live. And breathe. Probably not the worst we've ever had, but still not the best. But it's fine. It's the way it goes. Right. Okie doke. I am going to poodle off because I still need to finish off my last couple of 12 Days of Christmas videos. Yes, I still haven't quite finished filming those, and they finish very soon, so I need to get on with that. Do you like the technical difficulties? Fabulous. I thought that was quite funny. Again, that was something that I saw a different YouTuber altogether, not craft based, another YouTuber do like about 8 years ago. I remember he had something went wrong and he had a little technical difficulties screen, and I thought it was quite funny. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to steal that idea and we're going to do that ourselves. So yeah, thank you, Matt, for that idea. Right, okie doke. I'm going to poodle off. A bit of a short one today, but it's fine. It means you've got more time to go and make this card yourself. Don't forget to go and check out my Amazon, obviously. Amazon, these are all the places you can get it. If you just type in iced images paper pad into Amazon, it should come up. If you're not available to access any of these Amazon places, if you're a country that isn't on that list, then you should be able to type in amazon.com into your browser, and then it should be able to bring up amazon.com, and you should be able to order that way instead. So yeah, that's about all, I think. Yeah, and then stay tuned for the Cherry Blossom redone digital kit and paper pad. That will be coming to you very soon. Coming to an Etsy shop and an Amazon shop near you soon. So there we go. Ah, go and lie in a dark room and have a sleep now. Not really. Right, okie doke. So I will see you all next week. Is there anything else I need to mention before I go? Oh, anybody who's watching who saw the remember the armchair gift box? Well, today we have the next version of this, the sofa. So the sofa is coming today at 3 o'clock UK time on the 12 Days of Christmas series. So if you want to see that, then make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, don't miss out. So we'll see you all next week, everybody. Bye.